welcome back to This Old Jalopy. Got another episode for the Frankenwagon project. And this is kind of a mid-stage update episode. So I'm going to go through a few things, kind of quickly get those updated for you, and then we'll finish up the episode with a build of the, I'll call it the door sill. Door sill plate, maybe? I don't know. You'll see. And also, I have a deadline now. June 8th or 9th. June 9th is a car show I want to go to in Seattle, Washington. And it's called the Old School Reunion. And it's a combination of your old European cars and old Japanese cars. And my car is a combination of an old European car and an old Japanese car. So I think it'd be a really cool car show to go to. So I have to get it roadworthy in time. Not just roadworthy, but road trip worthy. And that could be like one of those episodes of Roadkill or something, you know. Okay, so if I have a deadline, then I have to have a cardboard box with a checklist on it, right? I think that's mandatory. So I'm halfway through stage 2, I guess, you know. I have some things to knock out before I would say it's stage 3. And the idea of stage 2 would be I'm getting it into one vehicle instead of 2, and it's not really a vehicle until the hood and the fenders and the doors are on it and everything. So that's the last thing to do, is get everything on there. Stage 3 would be to get it roadworthy. Stage 4 is restoring it, because it's going to get an interior, it's going to get a paint job on the outside. It's going to get new bumpers and that sort of stuff, and stereo, and, you know, new windshield. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be fun. I want to get to the end of stage 2 in only a few weeks from now. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So that's a lot to get done. So I might have to cross this one out. Maybe come back to it over here, because it can still drive around fine with, you know, the trunk exposed to the outside. It just might get a little bit of exhaust fumes in there. So in this episode, I'm just gonna like breeze through a couple of things real fast. I'll have some things I want to update you on, and let's get to those right now. Alright, in the last episode, I showed you how the wiring harness was on fire a little bit. And actually, it wasn't the wires themselves that are on fire, it was the rubber surrounding the wires, so I was really lucky. I got really, really lucky that I saw it in time before it grew. And because I was over here, and you can't see on this side of the car, I just saw the littlest flicker of a flame, and I went over here and saw it, and I just blew it out real fast. But, you know, it doesn't look like the wire's burned up. I want to be sure that the car is still functioning. So I don't want to be working on a car that doesn't run. Part of the idea of the way I'm managing this build is that this car will always be at least running and movable on its own. So I just want to get it started. And I've connected the wiring harness to the ignition. I connected the ECU, and I connected the battery and made sure the battery is grounded. I always manage to forget like one of those 3 things. Alright. The last time I forgot to plug in the fuel pump. Okay. So depress the clutch. Alright, full disclosure, I knew it was going to start because I tested it before I started recording. And I tested, you know, the lights and the lights and the blinkers. What do you call it? The windshield wiper isn't connected right now, so I can't test that. But I'm sure it would work. Everything is working. Alright. Since we last left off in the previous episode, I finished this rocker panel, and I threw some primer up on there because I didn't want the flash rust. Since then, I've done this piece here, 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 and finally this piece here. And I added this steering wheel here to my wall-mounted dashboard. And I got the new rims. Yeah, look at these shiny babies. It is so shiny that it's actually kind of weirding me out a little bit. I'm like, man. What these are, they're stock factory rims for a Toyota Scion IQ smart car, believe it or not. And they are 16 by 5, so pretty narrow by most measurements these days. Of course, these are still wider than the original VW rims. And I might take off this center cap, I might not, I might leave it, who knows. I got these brand new for $106 each with free shipping. It was just a really good deal this week, I guess. You know, they stopped making the Scion brand, Toyota did, and I wonder if they're just getting rid of parts like this for really cheap. Who knows? It came with lug nuts, and they're not conical like these are. So it's a damn good thing this is the right center bore, because they're both bore-centric instead of lug-centric. I think that's the terminology. You're surprised how much there is to learn about wheels. I've been doing a ton of reading about offset and backspacing and everything, and how what size tires fit in what width rims. Because I wanted, here's the problem, the old wheels here were sticking out about 3/4 of an inch past the fender here in the back, and just a little bit less than that in the front. And if I calculated correctly, this will be more than 10 millimeters sucked closer into the car than those are. And so that's maybe ½ inch, so still not enough, but I think maybe just a little massaging and manipulation of the fenders, it'll be enough. And I have a couple options if it's not enough. I can stretch them, I can do some pie cuts and weld in some new tin. I can do a wide body thing, I can add fender flares, or I could cut the wheel arch off of the fender and relocate it further up. So there's any number of things I can do. The tires, these are just cheapos imported from, I think, Korea. And I told you that this is a 16-inch wide rim, so that was a 14-inch diameter rim. And with these tires, this package will be about 24 inches in total diameter. This here is 23 inches in total diameter. The wheels that originally came on this vehicle were 25 inches in overall diameter. So these will be in between. I think they won't be too off-putting. I don't like small wheels. I just don't like small wheels. I could have gone with small wheels, but I can't do that. That's not right. So I had to have that done first before I can know what I'm going to do with the fenders. So I'm going to get these put on here, and then I can put the wheel on, and then I can put the fender on, and I can see what I have to work with, and hopefully by the end of this episode I'll have that. Okay, flash forward about 10 hours. I got these done. Got the other side done as well. I don't know, I call this the inner door sill plate. I don't know. But I made these, and I'm really proud of them. I think it's really nice. I think I did a really good job. And while I was making them, I took some time-lapse video, so enjoy. for watching, guys. In the next episode, I'm going to start putting the front of the vehicle back together. So the nose, then I can put the hood and the fenders on, and I can cut a hole in the front for a grill. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, and make a video of that too. So subscribe if you want to see it. Peace out, guys.